Something inside you has been quietly bracing itself, not with fear, but with a strange kind of readiness you can't explain. Like your life has been holding its breath. You've been moving through your days, doing what needs to be done, saying what needs to be said, carrying responsibilities that no one else sees. Yet there's been this subtle feeling underneath it all. A sense that what you've been living is not the full story, that something larger has been gathering behind the scenes. You didn't imagine that the human experience has a way of pressing people into survival mode for long stretches of time. You learn how to keep going, how to be strong quietly, how to accept less joy than your heart knows exists. And after a while, the effort of enduring becomes so familiar that you forget how heavy it actually is. But the universe does not forget. It notices the nights you stayed upright, when everything in you wanted to collapse. It notices the way you kept choosing integrity when shortcuts would have been easier. It notices how often you showed up with love, even when your own cup felt empty. Universal laws don't respond to noise. They respond to truth. And the truth is, you've been living honestly through difficulty, and that matters more than you know right now. There's a point in every person's journey where force stops working, where planning harder, thinking deeper, and trying to control outcomes only creates exhaustion. That moment isn't failure. It's a threshold, a signal, that effort alone is no longer the tool being asked of you. This is where surrender quietly replaces struggle. Not surrender as in giving up, but surrender as in releasing the need to micromanage how life unfolds. The universe operates through balance, through timing, through movement that can't be rushed without consequence. And when someone has been pushing longer than their spirit was meant to, life begins to intervene gently. Sometimes that intervention looks like delays. Sometimes it looks like closed doors that don't make sense yet. Sometimes it looks like silence. But silence is not absence. It's alignment happening out of view. What's coming into your life requires you to arrive lighter than you were before. It requires space, emotional space, energetic space, mental space that didn't exist when you were constantly bracing for impact. The universe prepares people before it rewards them, because abundance without readiness becomes weight instead of blessing. You've been in preparation, and that preparation has reshaped you in ways you haven't fully noticed yet. You respond differently now. You walk away sooner. You no longer beg for clarity. You wait for it. That shift didn't come from comfort. It came from living long enough inside uncertainty that you learned how to trust without guarantees. That kind of trust cannot be taught. It can only be earned through lived experience. And that is why this moment matters. Miracles don't arrive loudly. They arrive precisely. They enter the life of someone who has stopped chasing and started listening. Someone who isn't demanding proof anymore, but is quietly open to being surprised. The universe doesn't reward desperation. It responds to alignment. Alignment looks like choosing honesty over approval, like resting when your body asks instead of proving strength, like releasing timelines that were never yours to control. You've been doing that even when it felt lonely. And now, something is changing. Not in a dramatic lightning strike way, but in a steady, undeniable shift. Opportunities will begin to feel less forced. People will meet you with less resistance. Answers will come without you having to over-explain your pain. This is what happens when universal momentum turns in your favor. There's a law at work here that few people talk about. The law of relief. When someone has carried enough weight with sincerity, life begins to lift what they no longer need to hold. Not all at once, but intentionally, thoughtfully, kindly. You may already feel it. The smallest easing. A breath where there used to be tension. A calm where there used to be fear. That's not random. That's life rearranging itself to meet you where you are now, not where you were before. Because you are not the same person who started this chapter. You've grown quieter, but deeper. softer but clearer. Less willing to fight, more willing to trust. And that internal change unlocks external movement. Miracles don't violate universal law. They fulfill it. They occur when someone's inner posture finally matches what they've been asking for. When wanting transforms into readiness. When fear loosens its grip enough for grace to enter. That's why this moment feels different. You're not asking anymore. You're allowing. And allowing is powerful. Allowing means you are no longer negotiating with life from a place of lack. You're no longer trying to convince the universe that you deserve relief, clarity, or movement. You are simply available for it. Open, present, steady. That shift alone changes everything. What's pouring into your life next won't need convincing. It won't require you to prove your worth, rehearse your pain, or justify your needs. It will meet you with the same honesty you've learned to live by. It will feel like relief, not pressure. Like recognition, not performance. Like something clicking into place rather than something you have to chase down. This is not luck. This is response. Life responding to the version of you that no longer grasps, no longer rushes, no longer forces timing that was never meant to be controlled. You stayed when it was uncomfortable. You grew when it was painful. You chose truth when pretending would have been easier. You learned when to stop explaining yourself. You learned when to step back instead of pushing forward. You learned how to trust without guarantees. And now life is answering in the only way it ever does. Through alignment, through ease replacing resistance, through doors opening that don't require you to shrink or strain to fit through. Take a breath here. Let your shoulders drop. Let the urgency dissolve. Notice how your body responds when you stop bracing. You don't need to chase what's already moving towards you. You don't need to monitor every detail or anticipate every outcome. What is meant for you recognizes you when you are calm, not when you are frantic. Before this video ends, I want to anchor this moment. Not just in feeling, but in intention. Because intention, spoken, carries weight. It signals readiness. Not just emotionally, but energetically. If this message resonates, write this declaration in the comments exactly as I release control and welcome the miracles aligned with my truth. Let it be a quiet commitment, not a demand, not a plea, a signal to yourself and to life that you are open, present, and no longer gripping the outcome. And if someone in your life has been carrying weight silently, someone exhausted, someone faithful, someone who needs reassurance that their endurance has meaning, share this message with them. Not as motivation, but as comfort, as confirmation that they are not unseen. Miracles don't always arrive wrapped in spectacle. Sometimes they arrive as relief, as timing, as quiet yeses that finally begin to pour, and your life is standing right at that threshold now.